Hello, 7th graders. Today is Thursday, April 8th, and it is also the Unit 7 practice test day. Distant learners, you'll see that I have 3 special notes for you on our agenda slide. Something to note is I really work to open daily assignments hour by hour so that kiddos aren't working ahead without getting the lesson. So I just want to remind you of that. Then you're already viewing this video regarding your practice test. And then I asked you to click here for your practice test answer sheet. Something to note is that specific problems on your practice test have an opportunity for you to get into a drawing to earn prizes. You'll email me a screenshot of your work for those specific problems. Let's look at what those problems are. So once you click on the practice test answer sheet, it will bring you to this document. You'll see that for each part, there's a highlighted problem and it says name. So for example, once you complete part 1 and you get number 4 done, email me a screenshot of your work for number 4 and you'll be entered in to the drawing bag. For part 2, it's problem 1. Once you're done with part 2, email me a screenshot of your work for number 1 on part 2 and you'll be entered in to the drawing bag. I will be drawing on Tuesday for winners, and you have an opportunity to pick out a special prize. Again, you'll see that there's one of those drawing problems for each part. There's also a bonus problem. You'll need to email me a screenshot of your work in order to be entered into the drawing bag. Also, you might notice that this practice test is laid out a little differently. It's laid out in parts, and really there's 3 or 4 problems per part. So next, I'm going to go to the practice test on Schoology and just kind of show you what that looks like. So on Schoology, the practice test this time is in a folder. It's titled Unit 7 Practice Test. You need to complete parts 1 through 6 in order and read the directions carefully. So I'm going to click on that. You'll see here's part 1, and I'm going to go into preview mode for you. It looks like this. So it's going to give you the skill, the standard for that part, and it says if you get a 3 out of 4 or a 4 out of 4, then you move on to part 2. If you don't, redo this part right away. Once you pass a section, put a check mark in the box of your unit scale in your note packet. So you're saying, hey, I have completed that section, I have mastered it, I'm ready to move on. So the practice test is broken up into parts. So after I finish part 1, I would then go on to part 2 once I've passed. And I'll see that the directions are similar, but I'm going to want to take time to read them. As always, if you have any questions, please send me an email.